Yeah, hi there, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And hold on a second, I want to make the lights turn on here. They're already on, but the motion detector is... The classroom thinks that no one is in here, but I am here. And I'm listening to your independent speaking practice test, am I right? Now, if I remember correctly, the question here is, do you like studying alone or studying in a group? Why? Give reasons. So you say,
I prefer to study alone for preparing an exam.
I would say, I prefer studying alone to prepare for an exam, not preparing. I would say it that way.
I prefer to study alone for preparing an exam because I don't like to be disturbed when I study. If I study in a group, I will be disturbed, so I can't be focused.
The only problem is you just have this one idea, so you like studying alone so you're not disturbed. Now, how do you develop just that idea for 45 seconds? But what if you said this? What if you said, because I can score higher on my tests and I will not be disturbed by other group members, I prefer to study alone.
Next, if I study alone, I will be more concentrated and
I will be more concentrated. No, you say if I study alone, I will be able to concentrate better on what I'm studying.
Focus on what I need to study. Furthermore, I can focus on my own problem.
Here's a problem. So if you use the word concentrate, right, now you have to get to a specific point. You have to see, for example, if I'm in a history class and I'm studying about the causes of the Civil War, if I'm studying alone, I will be able to concentrate better on that subject matter. So you have to get a little more specific than you are. Before you move on to your next idea, you have to make sure you give a specific detail for that point.
When I study alone. Last, study alone can let me get a high score in my test. Alone can let me get a high score in my test.
And then what you do is, if you go back to your previous example, see, for example, in my upcoming history exam, if I study alone, I think I'll have a much better chance of getting an A on that test than if I study with a group. Okay, so now let's take a look at your score. I'm going to give you an idea of how you'll score and why. I think I need to look at 3 specific areas of your speaking. There's 3 things we need to take a look at right now. Okay, the first thing I need to take a look at is delivery. This means how you deliver what you say. This is also what we call pronunciation. Not good, believe it or not. You have a lot of problems with your delivery, and I have 3 suggestions, 3 things that you can work on to get better. Number 1, you need to go to the second section of my course, step 2. It's called pronunciation. Go ahead and do that now. Pause the video. All right, are you looking at pronunciation? Okay, my main thing is, if you go past lesson number 26, I want you to focus in 3 areas: sentence rhythm, intonation, and especially, this is a big problem for you, thought groups and blending. You really need to improve in that area. When you're speaking, you say, I need to study this, I want to do better on my test. So you have a tendency to pause after almost every word there. It's just not very natural sounding. Okay, let's go to language use. You had some language use issues, and you have a tendency to use more basic vocabulary and grammar. So here's what you can do here. Okay, you're already at my online TOEFL course, right? Go to step 1, vocabulary. Pause the video. Okay, are you at the vocabulary section? Okay, vocabulary lesson number 3 is a good start for you. Start going through those lessons. That's going to help you develop your word choice, your vocabulary more than it is now. All right, now go to the grammar section of my course. Okay, are you there? Okay, that's step 3. Step 3 is grammar. Take a look at grammar lesson number 26. It talks about sentence variety. I think you can benefit by doing that. All right, now let's talk about your topic development. Topic development has to do with how you organize and develop ideas. What you do is you bring up several different reasons, but you don't give any specific or telling detail for any of those reasons. So you need to have more support for your ideas. How do you do that? You do that by limiting your focus. So instead of talking about 4 reasons why you like studying law, maybe only talk about 2. And then make sure you have specific examples for each of those ideas. Okay, you can go to speaking lesson number 2, I think is good. That'll give you some good tips, the first 5 minutes of the video, on how to organize, I think, your response with a more sharply focused topic statement. Now, in addition to that, take a look at my speaking lesson number 7. We've talked about this in class. You can review that. It'll give you some good tips on how you can better organize or more coherently organize your ideas. Alrighty? So that's it. So your score here, of course, I'm going to give you 100% for completing it, but for the TOEFL, I'm going to put you at about 2.0 out of 4. This puts you at 15 points out of 30 for this particular practice test. Now, if you look at the syllabus, see if I can find it here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take a look. Now, if this were the final exam, which it is not, but if it were, let me tell you what your score would have been here. So for speaking, your score here would have been 70% out of 100. So I think you can make some improvements, as I pointed out in the video, with delivery and also language use and topic development. So if you can make some of these improvements over the next few weeks, you will be able to improve your speaking abilities. All right, thank you for completing the assignment.